Welcome to the Outspark video recording tutorial. I'm Kobo, and I will be leading you through today's session while showing you how you can capture and edit videos for YouTube. To start off, you will need some sort of video capturing software like Fraps, Hypercam, or Camtasia Studio. You can download a free trial version of Fraps on www.fraps.com. Once you have downloaded and installed your video capture software, fire it up and prepare the settings with which you would like to start recording. These should take into account your computer's performance and hard disk space. In terms of the settings, simply choose a hotkey, which you will use in-game to start and stop the recording. Pick a frame rate such as 30 frames per second and choose full-sized. This will record 30 frames a second at the resolution you play your game with. If you pick half-size, it will record and store images only half the resolution of your game client. If you would like to capture audio with your recordings, simply check the Record Win7 sound option. This will record anything you hear on your computer. Please note that it also includes music and other software sounds. So before starting recording, you might want to turn off all other applications to increase the performance and lower the chances of unwanted sounds. There are some additional options, such as hiding your mouse cursor in the video, which is helpful if you are trying to shoot a movie but don't want people to see what you click in-game. Last but not least, pick a folder to save your movies in. Alright, now you are set to start recording. Start up one of our games. If you did everything correctly, a frame counter should appear in one of the corners of your screen. This counter will not be shown in the final video recording, but it is telling you at which speed the game is currently running and with which frame rate it is recording. Please note that when you start recording, your frame rate is bound to drop due to heavy CPU usage. So if your default frame rate is low already, recording will decrease it even more since the computer has to store the data at the same time you're playing. In-game, ensure that you disable as much of the interface as possible, unless you want your viewers to see your user interface. Depending on the type of video you are recording for, this might be desired. Now simply push the hotkey you initially picked to start and stop the recording. While you perform in-game, your game screen is now being captured and stored in the folder you previously picked. Once you have completed your recording, push the hotkey again to stop the recording. You can determine if you are recording by the color of your frame counter, yellow being standby and red being recording. Once you have finished your recordings, open a video editing software, such as Windows Movie Maker if you have Windows XP, or Windows Live Movie Maker if you have Windows 7. Inside the program, select Import and pick the files you wish to use for your movie. It will place them into your media library, which you can then drag and drop into your timeline at your own convenience. Play around with your clips, add transitions and sounds to make it even more interesting. Once you are done with your video, go to File and hit Export. This will open an Export Settings pop-up window, in which you can pick a file type you would like to export to. There are many great formats you can pick, but for YouTube and the web, you can simply choose Windows Media Video 9 or above. This will automatically pick appropriate settings for the video, which you can then upload to YouTube.